So, my financial advisor has sent me a link and this coupon code for this online wealth report for me to fill out. She assures me it's going to be really easy. Well, let's see about that. I want to make sure I'm across this before Jane gets home and we sit down to do it together. Actually, this does look pretty easy. My advisor did tell me this should take around 20 minutes to complete. But you know what, let's give it 5 and see how far we get. Then I can do the rest with Jane later tonight. Auto-populating my address. That's nice. And it really speeds up the process. Okay, a preview of my wealth report is ready. I like seeing some reward for my effort so far, so this is really good, and I can see that it's working already. There's my name on the front. I like that the report is personalised from the front cover. There's even some snippets based on my age. Sub-Zero won the Melbourne Cup when I was 18. It's pretty cool. Wow, that's a photo of my actual house. And a map showing where it is. And some insights about my suburb. This is very smart. Okay, fair to say I'm hooked. Into some more info? Why not? I actually do want to see what the valuation is. Okay, what next? That's good. That handy green arrow again. I love that. Just makes it so easy. I don't have all my information handy, so I'll just put in what I think is owing on the mortgage. I can always go back and change it. And there's my property valuation, $860,000. Wow. Obviously my wealth report is building as I go. This is actually really quite satisfying. Okay, I get the gist of what's happening here now. I think it's time to add my family into the mix. Firstly, Jane, who turned 43 last week. And now the kids. That's interesting. It's actually linking the age of the kids to their school year. It's probably working out when they're going to be financially independent. That's a long way to go yet. Rightio, income next. My salary. That's pretty easy. And it calculated the super component automatically. It's cool. Salary sacrifice. What's that again? Of course. No, I don't do that. Now Jane's salary. I'm pretty sure of her salary, but I'll come back to that later. Okay, this makes sense. I'll mark this as complete so we can move on. What's this? I can create a username and password that I can use to save what I've done and come back to it later. This is great. I was wondering about this, so I can log back in again when Jane gets home from work. Hey, the front cover on the report just changed. Right, that's because it now knows we're a family of 4. That's clever. There we go, another insight. Apparently 2023 will be a big year for us. How can it know that? I'll definitely be checking that out later. I love this. The way the goals are in categories just makes it nice and easy to fill in. So let's see, a regular holiday would be a nice goal to have. And of course, I'd love to retire early. Well, who wouldn't? Okay, what's this? Look, I will ask my advisor to call me and discuss this. This has actually turned out to be really worthwhile. Just keep following the prompts, Tim. Next section. I actually know how much super I have. I know I'm in a growth investment option. I'm not sure about Jane's super, but I'll enter something anyway. She won't know a risk profile. Oh, hang on, there's a button here. Great, this is good. She can do this when she gets home. This is all too easy. This is like one of those create your own adventure books. The more information you give, the more personalised the wealth report becomes in the background. My living expenses. Well, how do I work this out? Okay, either as a rough estimate or by completing a calculator. Okay, this is simple enough, but I don't want to get this one wrong, so I might just wait for Jane to get home for this one. Okay, done. Now my final report's ready. This is really exciting. Download. Yeah, sure, I don't mind giving some feedback. Okay, here it is. Now let's see what we've got here. I've never actually calculated our household net worth, and here it is. I can't say I've ever thought about how we stack up against other couples in our age range. This is really interesting and really good to know. Here's our property value, based on the growth rate in our suburb. And it shows the equity we have in our home. It's good. And I love that it shows how much my home is increasing my total net worth every month. And this family tree. Gee, it all lines up based on our ages. It's really cool. That's a little confronting, but in a good way. I mean, I see how much I'm expected to earn over my working life, and it's a lot. So it really shows the importance of protecting my salary. Showing my goals and expenses on the one page is great. And the insights around Oscar and Mia's education, my monthly cash flow, it looks okay. It's all good to know. I like this page on super. Lets me know if we have the right amount to retire on. But also how much we'll have outside of super. Guess that's if we have to cash in. Now this is really good. So this is our position over the next 20 odd years. Wow, this really puts everything into perspective for us. I can see it's worth making sure the data we enter is as accurate as possible. So it's definitely worth spending some more time on this tonight, for sure. Very, very impressed. My advisor was right. It's actually very easy, and it's definitely worth the effort.
Think twice, get some great advice.
SD Life Insurance and Wealth Advice, 40330254, part of the SD Group of Companies.